Again for another Oneirology video, and this time it's before the news video. So yeah, here we go with the Oneirology video. As today we're on Oneirology, which is the scientific study of dreams, and comes from the Greek word oneiron, which means dream. So yeah, and the current research of Oneirology seeks correlations between dreaming and current knowledge about the functions of the brains, as well as understanding how the brain works. Dreaming and pertains to memory, formation and mental disorders. And the study can be distinguished from dream interpretation, which is the aim of quantitatively studying the process of dreams instead of analysing the meanings behind them. So yeah. In the 19th century, there were two advocates of the discipline, like French sinologists, sinology being the study of China, Marquis de Hervé de Saint-Denis and Alfred Mallory. And the field gained momentum in 1952 with Nathaniel Kleitman and his student Eugene Askenzie discovering regular cycles in dreams and all that. And a further experiment by Kleitman and William C. Dement, and he was then another medical student, demonstrated that a particular period of sleep during which brain activity, as measured by electroencephalograph, EEG, closely resemble that of waking, in which the eyes start about actively, and this kind of sleep became known as rapid eye movement or REM sleep. And Clement and Dermot experiment found a correlation of 0.8 between REM sleep and dreaming. And the field of work of Oneirology is research into dreams, including the exploration of the mechanisms of dreaming, and the influence of dreaming, and disorders that are linked with dreaming. And the areas overlaps with neurology can vary from quantifying dreams to analysing brain waves during dreaming, the study of effects of drugs and neurotransmitters on sleeping or dreaming. Although the debate continues about the purpose of the origins of dreams, there could be great gains from the studying of dreams and the functions of a brain activity, like knowledge gain in the area could have implications for the treatment of certain mental illnesses and all. Yes, so far they found that dreaming occurs mainly in REM sleep, and the brain scans recording brain activity have witnessed heavy activity in the limbic system and the amygdala during the period. And the current research has reversed the myth that dreaming occurs only during REM sleep. It's also shown that the dreams reported in non-rapid eye movement, NREM, and REM sleep differ quantitatively and qualitatively, and such that the mechanisms that control each are different. During REM sleep, researchers theorize that the brain goes through the processes known as synaptic efficient fatigue refreshment, and this is observed as brain waves self-firing during sleep. in a slow cycles or a rate of around 14 Hz. And it's released to serve the purpose of consolidating recent memories and reinforcing old memories. In this type of brain stimulation, dreaming occurs is a byproduct of the process. And in 1952, when Eugene Astarinsky discovered REM sleep while working in surgery of his PhD advisor, Arinsky noticed that the sleeper's eyes fluttered beneath their closed eyelids. Later, in polygraph machine to record their brainwaves during these periods, in one session he wakened a subject who was wailing and crying out during REMs, and confirmed his suspicion that dreaming was occurring. And a year later, in 1953, Astarinsky and his advisor published the groundbreaking study in Science. And accumulated observations shows that the dreamings are strongly associated with REM sleep, and drawing an electron encephalogram shows brain activity to be most like wakefulness. Participant non-REM dreams during NREM are normally more mundane in comparison. During a typical lifespan, the average person can spend about 6 years dreaming, which is about 2 hours a night over the average time we have, which is about 80 years, depending on where you're from and all that, as lifespan can fluctuate from place to place. Now, in during REM sleep, most dreams only last about 5 to 20 minutes, and it is unknown where the brain dreams originate, if there is a single origin for dreams, if multiple portions of the brain are involved, or what the purpose of dreaming is only for the body or mind. And during REM sleep, the release of certain neurotransmitters is completely suppressed. As a result, motor neurons are not stimulated, and is a part of a condition known as REM atonia. This prevents dreams from resulting in dangerous movements of the body. And it has been found that animals have complex dreams and are retain and recall long sequences of events while they are asleep. And studies have shown that the various species of mammals and birds experience REM during sleep and follow the same series of sleeping states as humans. Discovery that dreams take place primarily during the distinctive electropsychological state of sleep, REM, which can be identified by objective criteria, led to a rebirth of interest in the phenomena. And when REM sleep episodes were timed for the duration, the subjects wakened to make reports before major editing or forgetting could take place. It was determined that the subjects accurately matched the length of time they judged the dream narratively to occupy the length of the REM sleep that preceded the awakening. This close correlation of REM sleep and dream experience was the basis of the first series of reports describing the nature of dreaming, that is regular nightly occurrence rather than an occasional phenomenon, and is a high frequency activity within each sleep period, occurring after predictable intervals of approximately every 60 to 90 minutes in humans throughout the lifespan. Now, like the REM sleep episodes and dreaming that accompany them lengthen progressively across the night, with the first episode being the shortest, of about 10 to 12 minutes in duration, while the second and third episodes increase to 15 to 20 minutes. And dreams at the end of the night can typically last about 15 minutes. All of these may be experienced by several distinct stories due to momentary arousal interrupting sleep as the night ends. I just had a head. What was said. And dream reports can normally be made 50% of the time when the awakening occurs prior to the end of the first REM period, and the rate of retrieval is increased to about 99% when awakenings during the last REM period of the night. This increased ability to recall appears to be related to intensification across the night on the vividness of the dream's imagery, cause, and emotions. The dream story itself is the last REM period, is farthest from reality, it can contain more bizarre elements, and it is these properties which, coupled with the increased likelihood of morning awakening to take place, that heighten the chance of recollection of the night's dream. And the definition of a dream used in quantitative research is defined through four basic components, like the first being a form of thinking that occurs under minimal brain direction, external stimuli are blocked, and the part of the brain that recognises self shuts down. 2. A form of experience that we believe we experience through our senses. 3. Something memorable. And 4. Having some interpretation of the experience by itself. Now, and like a summary, a dream is defined as Bill Domoff and Schneider is a report of a memory and a cognitive experience that happens under kinds of conditions that are most frequently produced in a state called sleep. There's kind of like certain kinds of bizarre cognitions, such as disjunctive conditions and inter-objects are common in dreams. And it's like where a dreamer would say, "I knew she was my mother, although she didn't look like her." And this can be a disjunctive cognition, where a dreamer recognises a character's identity, even though that the person's appearance does not match the identity. There is a disjunction between the appearance and identity. Now, in waking life, most sane people assume that they missaw or misidentified the person and correct for it. But not in dreams. Disjunctive cognitions have important implications for understanding the organisations of the mind-brain. And whether disjunctive cognitions occur, two aspects of cognition are disjunction are handled in different mind-brain systems whose mutual integration is suppressed or shifted during sleep. Analogous disjunctions occur in neuropathical syndromes, such as Frege delusions and Capgras delusions. Now, inter-objects like disjunctive cognitions are complex bizarreness of dream life, and they are kind of dream that condensation that creates new objects rather that could not occur in the waking life, and it may have a vague structure that is described as something between an X and a Y. Now, Hobson dreamt of a piece of hardware, something like a lock on a door, perhaps a pair of paint-frozen hinges. Another inter-object can be like a cell phone child. Now, inter-objects have significant information for mental categorization and objects representation. Now, authentic dreams are defined as a tendency to occur within the realm of experience and reflect the actual memories or experiences the dream can relate to. Authentic dreams are believed to be the sign of synaptic efficacy refreshment that occurs without errors. Research suggests that the brain stimulation that occurs during dreaming authentic dreams is significant in reinforcing neurological pathways serving as a method to the mind to rehearse certain things during sleep. Now, an illusory dreams I define as dreams that contain impossible, incongruent or bizarre content and are hypothesized to stem from memory circuits accumulating efficacy errors. In theory, old memories having undergone synaptic efficiency refreshment multiple times throughout the lifetime, resulting in accumulating errors that manifest as illusory dreams when stimulated. Qualities of illusory dreaming have been linked to delusions observed in mental disorders. Now, illusory dreams are believed to most likely stem from all the memories that have experienced this accumulation of errors, in contrast to authentic dreams that stem from more recent experiences. And one aspect of dreaming studied is the capability to externally influence the contents of dreaming with various stimuli. Such successful connections was made to the olfactory influencing the emotions of dreams through smell stimulus, and the research has shown that the introduction of a positive smelling stimulus like roses included positive dreams, while negative smelling stimulus like rotten eggs induced more negative dreams. Now, like I said, memories and dreams do have experiences do have an influence on dreams, and there's much data within the field about the purpose of dreaming, leading a theory involving the consolidation of memories and experiences that occurs during REM sleep. The electric involuntary stimulus brain undergoes during sleep is believed to be the basis of the majority of dreaming, and the link between memory, sleep and dreams has become more significant in studies analysing memory consolidation during sleep. Research has shown that NREM sleep is responsible for the consolidation of facts and episodes, in contrast to REM sleep that consolidates more emotionally related aspects of memory. And a correlation between REM and emotional consolidation could be interpreted as the reason why dreams are of such an emotional nature and produce strong reactions from humans. In addition to the conscious role people are aware of memory and experience playing in dreams, unconscious effects such as health of relationships factor into the type of dreams the brain produces. However, people analysed, those suffering from insecure attachments were found to dream more frequently and more vividly than those who were evaluated to have secure attachments. And there's been correlations between the usage of drugs and dreaming that have been documented, particularly the use of drugs such as sedatives and the suppression of dreaming because the drugging effects of cycles of stages of sleep, while not allowing the user to reach REM. Drugs used for stimulating properties like cocaine, methamphetamine and ecstasy have shown to decrease the restorative properties of REM sleep and its duration. And believe it or not, there's dreaming disorders, daydreaming disorders are difficult to quantify due to the ambiguous nature of dreaming. However, dreaming disorders can be linked to psychological disorders like post-traumatic stress disorder, expressed as nightmares, and research into dreaming also suggests similarity and links in illusory dreaming and delusions. Next, when dreaming and linking it to PTSD, the diagnostic symptoms can include re-experiencing the original trauma or traumas by means of flashbacks or nightmares, avoidance of the stimuli associated with the trauma, the increased arousals such as difficulty falling or staying asleep, anger and hypervigilance. Now the links to PTSD and dreaming have been made in studying the flashback of nightmares that victims would suffer, and the measurements of the brain waves exhibited by the subjects experiencing these episodes show great similarity between those of dreaming. The drugs used to treat the suffering from these symptoms of flashbacks and nightmares would suppress not only the traumatic episode, but also other sorts of dreaming functions. And it can be linked to, dreaming can be linked to schizophrenia as well, and the symptoms can involve abnormalities in the perception of or expression in reality, primarily focused on delusions and hallucinations. And delusions experienced by those with schizophrenia have been likened to the experience of illusory dreams that have come to be interpreted by the subjects as actual experiences, and additional research into medication to suppress symptoms of schizophrenia have also been shown to influence the REM cycle of those taking the medication, and as a result influence the patterns of sleep and dreaming in the subjects. So yeah, that is the Oneirology video today. So yeah. I'll see you soon for the news and possibly the last uni video for this year. See ya. Au revoir.